Good evening, everyone. It is 7 o'clock. I see you out there, Angel. It is 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. We are continuing with Read With Me sessions of Someone Exactly Like Me by me, Debbie Cromack. I am the author. It is a slow burn, friends to lovers, celebrity hero romance. It is a love story. Much more a romantic love story than some of what you might see out on the market today. And we're getting through it. We're almost not quite halfway through, I guess. We're getting there. And some of the reading, hey there, some of the reading has become a little cryptic, a little censored, so that I don't get myself restricted again. So some words and phrases and entire scenes may be left out. So we're following the love story of Nicola Mancini, who is an Italian actor wanting to come over to the United States and build his American dream in Hollywood, and romance author, successful romance author, Destiny. And she is in a little bit of a slump at the moment. She's had a good career, but she's in a slump. And we enter the story where the two of them meet and they make a deal to help one another. And as the deal plays out, they go on this journey of possible love. Of course, they fall in love, because I always write a happily ever after. So let's get reading. If you would like to buy this, you can get it on Amazon. It is available in ebook and paperback, and free to read on Kindle Unlimited. And let's get started. Hi, Lily. All right, here we go. Dang it, where did I leave off last night? Okay, oh dear, I'm throwing around my bookmark. And if you would like to buy a signed paperback, you get this bookmark and some other fun stuff. I always throw some extra stuff in there. You guys can you guys read it? No, it's backwards over here as well. So it's backwards. It says, you keep going, if you keep doing that, I'm going to explode. And on this side, it says, be mine forever, my sweet girl. All right, let's get started. I hope that's not going to get me in trouble. We'll find out. All right. So they're in the ocean. They're spending some time out in the water. They're at the beach, and they're in the ocean. And we are in, whose point of view are we in? We're in Destiny's point of view. You can stay out here. I'll just swim back in. No, I'll come in with you. He walks to where I'm able to stand, and we head back into the shoreline, then up to our spot on the beach. Well, I look more like a mall walker because I'm walking so fast to get to my towel and dry off. As we pass the older couple, I wave at them and he thanks them. Grabbing my towel from my chair, I quickly pat the beads of water off my skin so I can warm up. I tilt my head to the side and squeeze the water from my ponytail. As I do, I catch his gaze on me. Already, we have to censor. I catch his gaze on me. We'll leave it at that. When we're dried off, how about we go to the winery, he asks. Okay, that sounds good. He moves his chair to the sun and lays out. Putting on my sunglasses, I sit and soak in his gloriousness, since this is the last time I'll see this much of him in real life. Once we're dry, we pack up our things, wave to the older couple, and head to my car. Where can I change? I'll throw a blanket over the windshield and we can close the towels in both doors. You can change in the car if that's okay. Ha, he laughs. Okay, that's what we've got, then that's what we've got. Any women walking by have probably already seen you in your birthday suit anyway. Well, that was bold of me. And now I'm thinking about him in his birthday suit. He lets out a hearty laugh. You have a point. We cover the windows and he gets in. I can think of nothing other than Nicola Mancini in his birthday suit in my car. My head starts thinking about things, and that quickly ends and he gets out. Do you need me to hide you? I chuckle. No, I'm a woman. It's easier. I hold up my sundress. He helps me remove the blanket and towels. I open my door and quickly slip out of my cover up and put on my sundress. He watches me. I drive for a few miles to the winery and we don't speak. I'm thinking about being in his arms, his lips inches from mine and desperately aching for him to kiss me. Control by Zoe Wees comes on the radio, the lyrics ringing true. Is he thinking about holding me in his arms? Why did he do that? We only stay at the winery for one tasting and both end up liking the same wine. He buys 2 bottles and we go out to Malibu Farm for an early dinner. As we eat, our conversation is disconnected, almost stilted. We've both withdrawn. Regardless of what I'm feeling, nothing more than friendship can exist between us. If that's even possible once he leaves and continues on his path to stardom. He's quieter than usual. There's more than one stolen glance above the rims of our wine glasses. On the drive home, he remains distant, as do I. You look like you're far away somewhere, I say. He shifts his gaze from staring out the window to me. No, I'm not far away. I'm here. Something on your mind? I'm a really good listener. Reaching over, he tucks a loose strand of my hair behind my ear. I know you are. No, nothing's on my mind. His tender smile rips at my heart as his gaze lingers on me. He might be a good actor, but he's a terrible liar. I pull into my driveway and we unload the car. As much as he's able to, without knowing where things go, he helps me put things away. Do you have a vacuum for the car? I do. It's in the closet by the stairs, I say, pointing. I don't know where anything else goes in here, but I can vacuum out the sand. Okay, thanks, I say, pleasantly surprised. By the time he comes back in, I finish putting everything away. Do you want a glass of wine before you go? He asks. That would be nice. Oh, before I go, he asks. That would be nice. I give him the bottle opener and get 2 wine glasses. Silently, he pours the wine into our glasses. He hands me a glass and takes his glass and the bottle of wine and walks out toward the back porch. The sky is pretty tonight, he says, stepping out onto the porch. Twilight is my favorite time of day. I sit on one side of my swing, leaving room for him. Why is that? He asks, sitting back into the swing next to me. I love a beautiful sunset, but twilight is like the last few seconds before you fall asleep at night. You fluff your pillow, I fluff a pillow and hug it to my chest, curling my leg under me. Wiggle around and get comfortable and start to quiet your mind. Then there's that blissful few seconds where you're not asleep, but you're not awake, just at peace. At twilight, that's when the colors morph from bright yellow to soft and celestial, to bright and brilliant, to soft and celestial. I said my wine. I love how you describe things. That's why you're such a good writer. The way you use words conveys emotion. I smile. He looks out to the ocean. You leave tomorrow? Yes, after I help my mom in the morning. Are you going to be okay on the plane? He remembered. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll pack my emergency medicine. Okay, good. Please text me when you arrive so I know you got there safely. Otherwise, I'll worry the whole weekend. I'm so confused. I felt his energy shift throughout the day from friendship to almost more than friendship, to tender, to detached. And now he's going to worry about me? What's going through his head? He excuses himself and walks down to the shoreline. Though the sky is darkening, I can see the smoke trail out of him. We spend the next hour making small talk about what Candy and I will do in Hawaii, what he'll do back here, and then we confirm our plans for our trip to San Diego when I get back. As the sun kisses the top of the horizon, we finish the bottle of wine. I shouldn't have had the second glass of wine, especially after having had some at dinner. I should let you get to packing, he says, standing up and holding out his hand toward me. I take his hand, uncurl my leg, and rise from the swing. At a leaden pace, we go back into the house and put our wine glasses and empty bottle in the kitchen. We stand face to face in our usual spot in the foyer. Thank you, he says, taking the end of my ponytail that was lying on my chest in his hand. He watches his fingers twirl my hair, then returns his gaze to my eyes. I had a nice time with you today. The low, hushed timbre of his voice sent a chill up my spine. You're welcome. I enjoyed being with you, Nico. He lets out a soft chuckle. I don't want to leave, but I know I can't stay. What does that mean? What does he mean by that? I'm lost. My head is slightly tipsy from the wine, and I'm melting under the warmth of his gaze. He leans down and wraps his strong arms around me. I can't hold back a small gasp. I swear I hear a stifled groan as he presses me against his hard chest and audibly, yet faintly exhales. Releasing me, he takes a small step back and cups the side of my face in his hand. I close my eyes in response to his touch, and I tilt my head into his palm. As I open my eyes, he presses his lips into my cheek and then the other. My heart rate quickens. Returning his face to mine, he stares into my eyes. Buona notte, mia dolce ragazza. He hums just above a whisper. Keeping his gaze fixed on me, he inhales deeply, almost frustrated, then moves his hand from my cheek to the back of my head and presses his lips to my forehead. His audible exhale through his nose sends another shiver through me. Stepping back from me, he takes his keys and the seashell I gave him from the shell on my table and walks to the door. Good night, I say softly as he leaves. I close and lock the door, then turn around, standing frozen in my foyer, my heart beating frantically. Quick switch to Nico's point of view. I drive back to my hotel with an aching heart. What am I doing to both of us? I'll go for a little bit longer. What do you think? Woot, woot. I see you. All right, we're in chapter 13, and we are starting off in Nico's point of view. We have one more day planned together next week. That's not enough. I've never felt this way about a woman, not even Ava, not even Anna. Who's Ava? Not even Anna. I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but it's intense. I know what I want, and I want so much more. I don't know how I can feel whatever I'm feeling right now. It's only been a few days. I have to drown these feelings, but I can't. She's more addicting than my cigarettes. She has to come with me next weekend. After next week, whatever is happening between us ends. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to get hurt. My thoughts are all over the place. Back in my hotel room, I go out to the balcony and have a cigarette. I can't stop thinking about her and the day we just spent together. Her tiny body and the way she felt in my arms in the ocean. The smell of coconut on her skin when I kissed her cheeks. I've seen many women and things we can't say and things we can't say. This is torture. I finish my cigarette and get in the shower to wash off the salt water. And we're going to have to skip some stuff. Can't read that. And so on and so forth. Okay, now I think we can go again. Later, as I lie in bed, I remember her description of Twilight. She comes to me in my thoughts again. She's in her leggings and big sweatshirt, looking adorable. I turn on my side and grab a pillow, wrapping it in my arms, wishing it was her, snuggling into me. For the first time in my life, I'm aware of the few blissful seconds between being awake and being asleep, imagining Destiny tucked into me. Now we're going to jump to Destiny's point of view. Candy picks me up at the airport and we head straight to dinner. She tells me all about her photo shoot, both how much fun it was and how exhausted she is. How was the flight? She asks. Were you okay? I was. I didn't need my emergency medicine, so that was good. I gasped. With all the activity of getting my luggage and finding Candy, I forgot to text Nico. What is it? I forgot to text Nico, I say, getting my phone out of my purse. Text Nico? Yeah, he wanted me to let him know I landed safely and I forgot. Me. Hi, I landed safely. The flight went well. I'm with Candy now. Nico. Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know. Have a good time. Tell Candy hi for me. Me. I will. Have a nice weekend. He wanted you to text him when you landed, huh? She gives me her side eye as she drives. Yes, it's nothing. I told you I had the panic attack on the Ferris wheel. I told him about the first one I had happening on an airplane, so he was just concerned knowing I was flying today. Oh, he says hi. So how's that been going, by the way? I slumped forward and dropped my head. Darn. Okay, it's the F word. She snaps her head toward me, and I raise my chin from my chest. I fill her in on our day at the beach, his shifting behavior, and my confused feelings. Okay, that's a lot to take in. I do not profess to understand much about men and how their brains work. But the whole hot cold thing makes me think he's feeling something, but he's trying to deny it. Well, I don't know about that. but there's something there with him in relationships and women, and I can't figure it out. When I was asking him my interview questions, he wouldn't answer my question about what scares him about being in a relationship. He didn't even go all Playboy on me. He just said he didn't want to answer it and was deadly serious. But there was something, I shake my head, something behind his eyes, something that felt painful somehow. Des, you're pretty intuitive about things like that. There's probably something he's scared to share, scared to face. Guys don't talk about stuff like that. I know, and I know I shouldn't care because nothing can happen anyway. He leaves next week and I shouldn't even be thinking about feeling any sort of anything for him. Do you? She glances over at me. Feel something for him? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to feel. He's hard to read, you know. He's this hot Italian guy who's just shot to fame because of a sassy movie he starred in. And sometimes I feel like I'm misinterpreting that sassiness. Is it because I saw him in the film? Is it because I'm extremely attracted to him? I mean, who would it be? Is it because I'm getting to know the man behind what the world sees? A man who has depth to him I've never seen in a man? I have no idea. What's the energy you get from him? Here's the thing, that's confusing too. I know he's a passionate man by nature, but when he's close to me, I swear there's fire between us. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's more than just the fact that I've been thinking about him and how attractive he is. Can I feel something? I say, putting my hand on my heart. I don't know if it's just his innate heritage or what, but he has this lure about him. He gets so close to me, Can, inches from my face, and lingers. I don't know if that's just how he is with women or what. I know, it doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, take a deep breath and let it out. Together, we take a deep breath in and blow it out. All right, we'll go to the end of this page. I've known you your entire life. So first, she looks over at me with her head cocked to the side and her lips pursed together. Honey, I've never heard you talk like this about any guy, not even Poophead Kevin before he was Poophead Kevin. And second, it's okay to have these kinds of feelings, even if they feel really confusing and uncertain right now. I haven't known Nico all that long, but from the interactions we've had and the time we spent together, when you take away all the sexy, he really seems like a good guy. And by the way, there's never been any lingering when he kisses my cheeks. All that being said, I don't know what there could possibly be between you, but I think it's worth being open to the possibility of what could be. Your soulmate is out there looking for you. I don't know if it's Nico, but I believe in miracles, and I know dreams can come true. I like him, Can. I like him a lot, so much so it scares me. Honey, I know it's scary to open yourself up to someone, especially after what happened with Kevin. I shoot her a side glare. And Paul, Virga? Her pitch raises an octave. Yes, I say sternly. Well, Paul Virga, I mean, come on. He did ask Abby before he asked you. He had no way of knowing her mom was going to change her mind and let her go to prom with you. I still can't believe I helped him wash his car before he went and picked her up. Even his mom was mad at him for that one. And then I had to stand there watching them dance in the dry ice smoke while everyone formed a circle around them, like it was a scene in a movie. Oh, I shake my head. Okay, Justin Scoggins, you've got to be kidding me, she scoffs and laughs. That was elementary school. She bends forward, bellowing in laughter. I'll go a little bit further. Well, he kissed me, and the very next day he kissed Susie What's-Her-Face. We both burst into a laughing fit. Once we've composed ourselves, the memory of Kevin pinches my heart. Seriously, though, am I ever going to be enough for anyone? A pout sits on her lips. Des, of course you are. You're a total catch. I don't know. I seem to be stuck in a pattern of guys picking someone else over me. And with Niccolo Mancini having his pick of the litter, there's no way he'd ever pick me. I shake my head. I'm so afraid of getting hurt. I know, and that's the risk. That's the chance you take. But I think it's a chance worth taking. Please just open your heart and let God lead the way. After dinner, we go back to her hotel, order room service for desserts, and watch movies until we fall asleep. That's where we will end for tonight, because then we jump into a time gap. So I would love to know in the comments below, are you enjoying it? Tell me what you think. I would love to know. And again, you can get it on Amazon. I will be back tomorrow night TikTok. You hold tight for me. I will be right back. I thank you for watching. And again, if you have enjoyed this, please subscribe. See you tomorrow night.